Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the social studies lesson of the week. How are you all? Today is 15th of June 2020 and we are doing a new lesson. Before we begin, what is the value of the month of June? Yes, it's courage. Courage means to do something even if it is difficult and to be brave whenever it's necessary. Today the lesson title is Baqala, Souqs, Markets and Malls and the Money in the UAE. Let's begin. Learning outcomes. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify souqs, baqalas, supermarkets and malls. You will also be able to understand where to buy different goods in UAE, and also you will be able to identify and understand why people use money. Key vocabulary. Repeat after me. Souk, merchant, shopkeeper, negotiate, hypermarket, cost, goods, to haggle, dirham, AED, coins, notes, dollar, oil derricks, falcon, khanjar, dagger, gazelle, landmark. Good job. Shopping in the past. Shopping in the past was not like shopping today. Today we have supermarkets and malls, but in the past, people in the UAE bought everything they needed in the souk or traditional market. Large souks were located in coastal towns near the sea. Ships with goods from other countries lined up at the coastline. It was a very busy and noisy place. Today, most shops have prices written on goods. Shoppers can decide to buy the thing or not. In the old days, merchants and shopkeepers haggled about the cost of goods. Merchants wanted to get a high price, but shopkeepers wanted to pay a low price. They haggled until they agreed on a price. In each small shop, the shoppers haggled with the shopkeepers. Haggle also means bargaining. For example, if something is very expensive for 70 dirhams and you want to buy it for 30 dirhams, you will bargain or haggle with the shopkeeper and ask him to give it to you in 30 dirhams and not in 50 or 70 dirhams. That is called haggling or bargaining. Today, there are supermarkets, hypermarkets, and malls. In the past, each shop had its own type of good. For example, spices were in a spice shop, meat was in a meat shop, shoes were in a shop, coffee pots or dalla were in a coffee pot shop. Shoppers went to many shops to buy the goods they needed. You can see in this shop is a shop with spices. You can only find spices in this shop and nothing else. Then in the second picture is a shop for traditional Arabic shoes. You cannot find anything in this shop except shoes. And the next one is shop for dallas or Arabic coffee pots that you'll only find in the coffee pot shop and nowhere else. Shopping in the past, shopping took a long time. People stopped to drink coffee or tea. Sometimes they met in the souk to get news or talk with each other. As people settled in towns and cities, small supermarkets called baqalas opened. They sold a few pieces of many types of goods, but goods sold in baqalas were more expensive than the souks. There are some traditional souks left in the UAE, especially in the heritage areas. Remember, we learned about the heritage areas in the previous lesson? Now, most people prefer to shop in supermarkets or hypermarkets or malls. They don't have a lot of time to shop and they also don't want to waste time in haggling or bargaining. Trade is even more important today. Many people live and work in the UAE. They like to have products from their home countries. People like to buy new products like phones, computers, and other electronics. Now, people go to malls even if they don't want to shop. Sometimes people go to malls to eat or drink coffee or have fun. Malls or centers are also like the traditional souks. Money in the UAE. Remember in the math lesson we learned about the money in the UAE? What was the currency of UAE? If your answer is dirhams, good job everyone. In the past, people did not use paper money. They used gold and silver coins like you can see in this picture. The problem is that gold and silver coins are heavy and take a lot of space to carry. So when the UAE was formed, the leaders decided to have a currency for the UAE called dirhams. This can be written as DH or AED, which means United Arab Emirates dirham. Each dirham has 100 fils. The coins has pictures that shows the culture of the UAE. The numbers are written in English and in Arabic. Look at this coin. This is a 1 dirham coin. The dala or the Arabic coffee pot is on the front of the 1 dirham coin. This coin is used the most in the UAE. Giving coffee to guests is a very important tradition in the UAE, and the dala shows this important tradition. Look at this coin. This is a 50 fils coin. Now we know that 50 and 50 makes 100. And like we discussed before, 100 fils makes 1 dirham. That means if we have two coins of 50 fils, it is equal to a 1 dirham coin. The 50 fils coin has oil derricks on it. Oil is the main product in the UAE. The oil derricks shows the importance of oil in the UAE. Now the UAE is getting more sources of income like tourism. Wow, look at this 25 fils coin. Can you guess the animal that's on this coin? It's a gazelle. The animal on the 25 fils coin is the Arabian gazelle, which lives in the UAE deserts. They are an important animal in the UAE. Look at this note. The blue souk in Sharjah is also known as the central market. It is on the 5 dirham note here. Can you see this? Have you seen this place in Sharjah? A note, it is on a 5 dirham note. A note is paper money, it is not coins. The blue souk was a traditional market and now it sells everything from gold to electronics. It is a historical landmark in the UAE. Look at this green note. It is a 10 dirham note. Can you guess the picture on this 10 dirham note? It is the Omani dagger, and in Arabic, it is called a khanjar. It is on the 10 dirham note. The dagger is the symbol of security and power. It is a very important part of the UAE heritage. I guess you learned the important features of the heritage of UAE and the trade and the money of the UAE. Do let me know by doing the assessment that did you enjoy the lesson or not, and I will see you all in the next week in the new lesson. Till then, take care, have fun, and bye bye everyone.